Welcome back, guys. This is before and this is after. I found this perfectly preserved house and I've basically built an extension onto it, and in this video I'm going to show you how I did that, and of course, as always, I'll give you a nice tour at the end. Enjoy. So this is the location. So I'm starting with a foundation as usual, and you're going to want to put it right up close to the porch of the house, but you're going to have to put a second one next to that to readjust it if you want to get it pushed into the house a bit more, because obviously with the original one it would restrict it. So yeah, it's pushed right up against the house now, and you want it in that kind of position, just slightly off the porch, overlapping the house. And yeah, as I build up, you can see it fits right tightly up against it. And I'm also gonna build a foundation into the house, which luckily I can. And yeah, and I'm probably gonna build like a wall behind. As you can see, it's nice and snug on that. Now I want to do the other side, so we're going to use the original side as the foundation, but as you can see it's not parallel, so I'm going to have to readjust it this side, but it goes higher if I adjust it there. So let's build the foundation away from that area where we can adjust it a bit better. So now I can sort of adjust it to the left, and then we'll build back down, and hopefully it would have aligned perfectly, and it's the same height as the other side as well. It's a pretty cool location to build on. There are also surrounding houses around this area, but they're ones that you can't really go into. They're just they're either broken or blocked up, basically. So yeah, this is nice and tight up against there. Let's delete the front bits there. Time to put the walls in now. And what I want to do, I want the walls to be facing the opposite side, because there's like a wallpaper I want to use for the exterior, and it's like a similar brick effect to the actual house. So yeah, as I build these around, you'll see in a minute. Just put a few windows in, not too many, similar to the house. And annoyingly, I can't put a foundation back here. Ideally, I wanted to wrap a foundation all the way around the house, but the tree and the swing at the back restricts that. So I'm thinking of putting like a metal wall at the back here, kind of to make it look like it's been like a repair job. Yeah, as you can see, the tree and the swing are well in the way. So yeah, let's put these brick effects on. And as you can see, it's quite similar to the house. And now I'm going to want to put a rooftop on, and I'm going to have to switch that wall back around so it can point in that direction. But annoyingly it won't fit, but this side it does fit. So we'll readjust these walls so we can build that all along, and I'll switch them back later on. But the other side I'm going to have to readjust that foundation again, because it might be slightly too high just by a tiny bit. So I'll have to delete everything. Luckily there's not a lot to delete. Just lower it just a little bit. Build back up. We'll test it first before we build everything. I should have done this in the first place, really. And it fits perfect. So yeah, let's build the rest of it now. Let's put the roof back on. And yeah, I didn't have to switch around all the walls. As you can see, the roof clips onto that first roof. So yeah, I didn't have to do that earlier. So let's put that foundation down and switch that back around. And I've also got to go back around the other side and switch those walls back around. I'm not sure if you can still get the wall brick effect in the Atomic shop. I got it quite a while back, but hopefully it goes back in the shop at some point if you do like the look of it. And yeah, it suits the house pretty good, doesn't it? A bit annoying with the metal walls, but it still doesn't look bad. And ideally I wanted to put a foundation in there to block off this door, because I don't want a back entrance. So I'm going to have to do like an outhouse sort of extending out of it. And as you can see, it was a bit too low, so I have to extend it. And yeah, it's the perfect height now. Flush up against it. But the walls won't clip in. I think it's a bit too far into it, so we'll readjust it again, putting it back a bit more. Hopefully these walls will fit now. Yep. Will the roof fit as well? Yep. And obviously it's going to have to be metal all the way around the back, because obviously of the tree and the swing I can't extend the foundation in this area. But I think it still looks good. And yeah, it's right up flush against there. Nice little back house. And it's coming along nicely now. So now I want to add some walls around the front porch. And yeah, this one's a bit of a tricky one. I need to sort of readjust the foundation away from this corner, because otherwise it clips onto that foundation. And I want it to sort of build into the porch floor. And yeah, I'm struggling to readjust it in this area, so I'm going to have to build away from the area to sort of readjust it. It needs to be lower, because yeah, we want the foundation to be built underneath the floor there, so we can build walls around. See if I lower it a little bit. build back around. Hopefully it will fit. Yep. But the wall doesn't seem to fit, and I think it's because of this step here. So let's test out the other side, might as well. Will this wall fit? No. So yeah, I think we'll have to drag it forward a bit just to get out of that step. It may not be the step, it might just be a bit too far in. But yeah, let's see if this time if the wall will fit. Fingers crossed. And yes, it clips on and it's right up tight against it, no gaps whatsoever. And we'll try the other side now. Go for a window. Perfect. So now I want to put walls on the left side and right side, but with that foundation there, the wall won't clip in. So we're going to have to readjust the foundation again separately, moving it back a bit and then moving it left a bit as well, so it can kind of stay central within that side of the porch. So I've built it back round, so let's see if this wall will fit. No, it doesn't fit, so I think we'll have to drag it left a bit more. This time it should fit, we'll see. And we're going to go for like a solid wall, not going to go for any more windows. Yeah, it fits. Little bit of a gap in the corner there, but the pole kind of fills that in, so that's fine. And I can't delete that foundation, but I want to keep it there anyway because I want a couple of turrets. And yeah, I've quickly done this other side because you don't need to see that readjusting stuff again. And yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Get rid of these foundations here. And we'll put a few steps around the foundations here. It's actually starting to look like it doesn't look like a settlement that's been built by someone. It looks like it's already like being in the game, and that's the kind of look that I like to go for. We'll put a tree there just to make the area look a bit more fancy because it's pretty dead around here. As you can see, everything's kind of like burnt. There's a few grown trees though. Yeah, we'll put some half walls around these foundations here because I'm going to want to put some turrets either side, and they need to be higher, so I'm going to put a couple of shelves here to sort of prop them up. Originally, where the turrets were going to be, I wanted to extend that extension out to the front, but I couldn't put a rooftop on there because for some reason the front porch roof would restrict it. So yeah, turrets all the way around, front and back. And the cool thing is, I'm able to clip a rooftop inside the house. So yeah, I just want to block up that loft area, and I can only put a rooftop halfway across the house because the gap's a bit too small here. So I'm going to fill this area with rugs. And yeah, it fills up pretty nicely. And yeah, I want to put like a generator in this loft area. Preferably this one, quite a big one. Because there's going to be no room for that anywhere else in this build. So yeah, we'll put a load of power pylons everywhere to spread out that power capacity. And start putting some lights in now around the house. And you're probably wondering, how am I going to access this extension here? And I had a bit of an idea, and it's a known idea, most people know this trick. Is to use chairs or anything else that you can port your character into, like a chair or like a piano set or something. So I put a couple of boxes here to prop up this chair so I can access that chair through the window. And then I'm going to put a chair the other side of the window so I can sort of sit down through the window so I can sort of clip through the wall. I've used the rug glitch as well because it's quite hard to place stuff inside this house. And yeah, so let's test this out. All you got to do is sort of sit down and yeah, it clips you through the wall. This was the only option really because I didn't want an entrance from the outside. I want it to be quite private, and obviously I can't put a doorway into the existing wall because that's impossible. So it's not very realistic, but what can I do? It's the only thing I can do really. And just putting in a small little touch here, I'm gonna build a load of foundations across the road here and then put some stairs along there. And then delete the foundation so there can be like a bit of like a railing going across. Nothing major, just a small little touch. I mean, it does make it look a bit more better. It separates the road from the land of the house better. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I thought it looked good. That one won't seem to delete, so we'll just delete those stairs because it's basically underground anyway. And yeah, if you see what I mean, it kind of just separates the road to the house, makes it look a bit more cleaner. I'm going to start putting a couple of interior walls in now, and for the right side of the house I'm going to put this keypad door in just to have like a secret room because everybody loves a secret room in their settlement. Yeah, I'm going to put a doorway here as well, and this middle room is going to be something special. it probably won't be special, but I'm going to make it look like it's special. Yeah, put a brick effect on there. And I came across an issue with the doors. A lot of the doors don't seem to fit. I don't know why, but there's only one that fits, and there's this one, and it only fits one side. So yeah, a bit confusing. So let's go around the other side, and I'm just going to put one interior wall in here, and yeah, it's going to be a doorway. And on my right here, I've put a chair next to that window, next to the front door inside the house. And yeah, I'm going to have to use this door again. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to put in here yet. Maybe some crafting tables or whatever. Something along those lines. And outside next to that tree pot, I'm going to put a couple of foundations onto this neighbouring house. And I'm going to put like a little shop here. I don't want the shop in the house because the house is supposed to be like a private house. But everybody wants a shop in a settlement, so I might as well put one outside. And yeah, along here, out the back, I want to put like a load of trees to kind of make it its own area. Sort of do like a mixture of dead ones and grown ones and sort of dying ones, because it's quite a mixture in this area. And yeah, I don't want it to have it too much in a line, so I'm going to spread them out quite a bit to make it look a bit more natural. Also, the mixture of the dead and grown trees, it makes it look quite realistic within the game. Doesn't look like it's out of place or anything. That's the build finished now, and I've just finished decorating, and I think it looks so cool. I'm really pleased with this build. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. So here it is all finished, and just to give you an idea of the area, there's a few houses around here. There's a broken one here, there's like a blocked up one there, and of course there's this one here with the shop. And there's a garage here, and an NPC sometimes spawns here and like paints the garage door, which is quite a nice touch to the area. He also walks up and down this road sometimes. So yeah, this is the shop area. Put a few bits and pieces like a little campfire, a little sleeping bag. I put a turret there to protect the area as well. And I replaced that green tree with like a dead tree because I felt like it fit the vibe a bit better. And yeah, there's a couple of spikes here to protect the house. I couldn't put a doorway in this frame for some reason. There is a door frame there with a door in, so as long as I can shut it, it's fine. I can't lock it, unfortunately, but it's not a big deal. I also put some lights underneath the turrets here to make them glow up a bit. It's a nice touch to it. And I put a little flashing light on the antenna to make it look like it's working. And also the tree behind the house, I put like a load of candles. Looks pretty cool. And I'll give you a quick tour running outside before we go inside. Put some like vines, made it a bit overgrown around the back. Yeah, you don't really see the back, as you can see, there's a lot of trees. And the trees don't look out of place, they look like they've actually grown there, they've not been placed there. And yeah, if we make our way through, this is like the first area. These chairs were already here, I've just put this table here. And I put like this computer here to make it look like it's connected to the antenna. Like it could be like a little ham radio or something. And in here, and if you've been here before, you're probably aware there's already a lot of stuff in here. The only stuff I've put in here is like a set of drawers here with the radio and the toy, and the chairs also. Put some stuff on the sides as well. I put this fireplace and the table there. Also a few things on the walls. Yeah, it's quite handy that these chairs and the bed and stuff were here. And here's the kitchen. I found it hard to place stuff in the kitchen even with the rug glitch, which was a bit annoying. So I've turned this back entrance here into the cooking area, which it still looks pretty, it fits well within the build. I like the sign here, the mess hall. Probably does get a bit messy in here. Yeah, and even though it's metal, I still think it fits in the build quite well. And here's the bathroom area. It's primarily used for the bathroom, so I didn't put too much in here, just a couple of storage boxes and some decorations. So if we make our way to the extended part, pop through the wall like so. And yeah, I'll turn this area into the crafting table area. And it's quite cool because anybody who sort of comes across this build, they probably have no idea how to get in here. So, and the idea of this build, it's quite a private build, so it's probably a good thing. Yeah, little weapons workbench, Tinker workbench as well. Nothing too fancy in here. If we go back across, the generator is a bit loud, but I wanted the most power, so it's not too loud, it's not too bad. So let's make our way to the secret room. Yeah, this room is a bit weird. I've made it look special by putting a load of these Mothman eggs down, just making it look like I've got some sort of like collection of something. And yeah, I put some stuff in there as well. This door should have been locked, but yeah, I opened it for the purpose of the tour. And this is like a laboratory area, nothing too fancy. And I like the fact you can see inside the house from the extension as well. Nice little touch. Yeah, if someone's having a bath or something, you're going to be able to see, unfortunately. So, but yeah, that's basically the tour. Cheers for watching the tour, and if you watched the build as well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I had to readjust those foundations more than a few times, but I narrowed it down to a couple times for it to be an easier watch for you guys. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to make this quick because I'm about to get raided and I've got to sort them out. So yeah, if you're new around here, please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.